I want to be successful. I also want to be useful. I want to help. I want to matter. I want my life to leave something behind that's bigger than my bank account. Here's the truth I want to talk about. You can achieve everything and still feel empty. And if you reach the top of the mountain and there's nothing in your heart, nothing in your relationship, nothing in your spirit, then what's the point? So, success without fulfillment is failure. I think a lot about my children, not what I'll leave them financially, but what I leave them by example. In my teenager, I see a lot of my younger self coming out, and I'm like, oh, I taught that, I trained that. Do I want to train that in my younger ones? They're not going to remember my to do list. They're going to remember how I lived. Did I live stressed or steady? Did I chase or did I contribute? Did I complain or did I help? Did I numb out or did I show up? I suppose this is legacy, and legacy isn't something you leave after you die. It's legacy is something you live in front of people every day, especially your kids, and your kids are your mirror. I think we've been sold a lie. It's like, once I get here, I will be fulfilled. Once I have this, I will be happy. But that fulfillment and happiness, it doesn't come from this success. A success comes from direction. Fulfillment comes from alignment. You can win the game and hate the rules you are playing by. You can build the business and lose yourself. You can make the money and miss your life. I think there's a lot of successful people who are tired, lonely, and disconnected. And that's why we have, you know, addiction problems and everything else we have going on. And then I've been to met people with very little, and they're, deeply fulfilled. So what's the difference? Fulfillment comes from two things. This is the formula. It's simple and real. Growth. You are meant to grow, learn, and expand, to become more capable, more conscious, more calm, more knowing. If you're not growing, you feel stuck. If you feel stuck, life feels heavy. Growth doesn't mean grinding, it means becoming more you. And then contribution. You are meant to give, to help, to be useful. When your life benefits others, your life starts feeling more meaningful. Not because you're self sacrificing, but because humans are wired for contribution. You don't feel fulfilled when everything is about you. You feel fulfilled when you matter to others. So, growth and contribution is fulfillment every time. We fostered children for years, and we wanted to. It was in our heart, it was in our soul, and we felt like we were contributing, like we mattered. We mattered to that one. We rescued dogs before we did that, and we felt like we can't save them all, but we saved that one. So, what being useful actually looks like, you know, besides fostering, besides rescuing, uh, it doesn't mean being perfect. It means listening when someone needs to be heard, teaching what you've learned instead of hoarding it, being calm in a chaotic room, showing your kids what emotional regulation looks like, helping someone see possibility when they feel stuck. Simple, easy. Usefulness is presence plus intention. You don't need a stage. You don't need a million followers. You need attention, care, and integrity. You don't learn fulfillment from words. You learn it by living it. And you teach it by how you live. Your nervous system teaches. Your habits teach. Your reactions teach. Your kids learn more from how you handle stress than from anything you say. You say, do as I say, not as I do, but they are photocopiers. They copy what you do. Your audience learns more from your consistency than your inspiration. That's your children or your coworkers or the people you're around. So the question becomes, who am I becoming while I'm trying to help others? So here's a daily fulfillment practice. Okay. Grow daily. Read, reflect, learn something small. Contribute daily. Help one person, even quietly. Help your wife out, help your children out. Regulate your state. Calm is contagious. Take that breath through the nose and a longer exhale with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Tell the truth. Live honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. Live beyond yourself. Let life serve something larger. This is how you train fulfillment. This is how you learn fulfillment. Just like strength, just like calm, it's training. I don't want my life just to look good. I want it to look good because I'm doing good. I want my form to come from my function. My goodness comes from the function I provide. I want my kids to say, my father lived with purpose. He helped people. He was present. He was fulfilled. And now I follow in those footsteps. Because in the end, success is optional. Fulfillment is essential. And a fulfilled life is the greatest gift you can give yourself and to everyone who comes after you. Go in love and peace. Thank you for making it this far. I wish you wisdom and understanding. And remember, enjoy this day, for this is all we have is this day. Forevermore, it's this day. It's this moment.